I really miss English football. For me, it was one of the best years in my career when I was there in Manchester United. Everyone know that. It's the club that's still in my heart.
Well, congratulations, Cristiano, because you're back. And we think it's about time we reminisce about some of the craziest anecdotes from his first spell at Old Trafford. Bullying, soda, chicken, Ferraris. We got a little bit of everything. Here are 7 things you didn't know about Cristiano Ronaldo at Manchester United. Number 1, Coca-Cola. Remember this summer when Cristiano made Coca-Cola's brand value plummet by more than $3 billion? He moved a couple of bottles of Coke away from the microphone and replaced them with water, and the world went nuts. Now that's star power. But he hasn't always hated Coca-Cola. In fact, when he first joined Manchester United, his love for the soft drink got him in big trouble. According to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Cristiano turned up to breakfast one day with a Coke in his hand, and Ryan Giggs went absolutely mental. Ole claims Giggsy pushed Cristiano up against the wall and hollered, "Don't ever do that again!" But Ryan remembers it a bit differently. "I don't know if I pinned him. I might have told him we don't do this. And then he went and scored a hat trick. I drink what I want, Giggsy." It's all jokes, of course. But not drinking soda has been crucial in Cristiano's longevity. Number 2, rude. Ryan Giggs wasn't the only United player who clashed with Cristiano. In fact, when he first arrived at Old Trafford, almost nobody liked him, especially United's deadly Dutch striker Ruud van Nistelrooy. He once even made Cristiano cry in training. The Dutchman was used to David Beckham whipping in crosses for him to finish. But Cristiano was a different player entirely, focusing on individual tricks and flicks. "I can't play with this guy. He doesn't even cross the ball. I can't make my runs because he's not going to cross the ball." And one day, Ruud's frustration boiled over. He said something unforgivable. The last straw was when he told Cristiano Ronaldo he had found a new dad in Carlos Queiroz, just after Ronaldo's dad, who was an alcoholic, had died. This comment devastated the Portuguese teenager, and shortly after, Ruud left the club and signed for Real Madrid. But Cristiano, he stayed and became a legend. Number 3, accident. Cristiano's passion for fast and exotic cars is no secret, and he loves showing them off on Instagram. It's a passion that has endured through his entire career, and a passion that almost derailed his career before it ever really started. Because in 2009, Cristiano Ronaldo was involved in a horrible car accident. He was behind the wheel of his luxury Ferrari on his way to a Manchester United training session. He entered a tunnel at top speed, and that's when he lost control. He crashed into a barrier and absolutely totaled his car. Eyewitnesses say he simply got out of the car and stood beside it without a scratch. And judging from these images, that's an absolute miracle. Cristiano was totally unharmed and even participated in training later that day. What a madman! Number 4, beast mode. It's no secret that Cristiano is an absolute freak of nature. He's not afraid to put in the work, and it's manifested him an incredible career. But that's a mindset that he's been developing since day one. And there are plenty of hysterical anecdotes to prove the point. Like how he approached the strength and conditioning coach at United when he was 18. I remember the day Cristiano came in and said, "I want to be the best player in the world and I want you to help me." I said, "Okay, let's do it." Or when he invited Patrice Evra over for lunch and served only plain salad and a chicken breast. We started eating and I was thinking some big meat would be coming after, but there was nothing. He had just finished and he stood up and he started playing with the ball, doing some skills, and I said, "Let's do some two-touch." So that's why I would recommend to anyone, when Cristiano invites you to his house, don't go. Just say no. Because this guy, he's a machine. He doesn't want to stop training. Or this absolute classic from Rio Ferdinand. He was the first person I saw invest in a team. I went around his house and I saw 10 people in his front room. I said, "Who are these people? What's going on?" He said, "That's my chef, that's my physio, that's the doctor, and that's my personal trainer." Oh, and we don't even have to mention his ice baths. Okay, yes we do. He's obsessed. We just can't wait to see this work ethic in a red shirt again. Number 5, no fouls. As we said, Cristiano wasn't everybody's cup of tea when he first landed in Manchester. The tricks and flicks frustrated a lot of the players, not just Ruud van Nistelrooy, because they wanted goals and assists. and they didn't think Ronaldo's end product was worth all the showboating. There were times he was holding onto the ball too much and his decision-making wasn't there yet. He had a tough time. But one minor rule change in training helped Ronaldo take his game to the next level. The new rule? No fouls. And Cristiano absolutely hated it. The boys were flying into each other and Ronnie was getting lumps kicked out of him. But in true Cristiano fashion, he faced the adversity head-on and adapted. Honestly, it's amazing how quickly Ronnie started moving the ball and running because he knew he wasn't going to get a foul. So there was no point in hanging on to it. And then he started to score more goals and get in more goal-scoring positions. He made massive progressions off the back of that. The end result? 118 goals and 69 assists in 292 appearances. We'd say it worked. Number 6. Bullied. We already told you about Cristiano's tough start to a life at England before. But he wasn't just teased because of his tricks and flicks. He was also teased because he was absurdly confident. He walked with his chest out. He was so confident. His eyes looked straight into yours. We thought, bloody hell, this lad. So to bring him back down to earth a bit, his teammates absolutely roasted him every chance they got. They bullied him about his clothes and his hair and told him he was just keeping David Beckham's number 7 jersey warm. But you should know by now, this only made Cristiano stronger. Rio Ferdinand would tell us stories about how Cristiano Ronaldo would stand in front of the mirror naked, running his hand through his hair and say, "Wow, I'm so beautiful." The other United players would try to wind him up by saying, "Whatever, Leo Messi is a better player than you." He would shrug his shoulders and smile again. "Ah, yes, but Messi does not look like this." Okay, oh my goalers, we're almost at the end. We could have told you about who he played with the most at Manchester United. Rio Ferdinand, a record 221 games. Or we could have told you about who he was involved in the most goals with. Wayne Rooney with 25. His bully, Ruud van Nistelrooy, is third on the list with 14. But instead, let's end on 7. CR7. At this point in time, the CR7 nickname is absolutely iconic. But it almost never happened. Because when he first arrived at United, he requested the number 28. It's what he wore at Sporting, and a number he felt comfortable wearing. But Sir Alex Ferguson pulled him aside and made a special request. "Look, I would like you to wear number 7. I was surprised because I knew all of the great players who had worn that jersey. It was the start of my successful stage in football." I think we're all glad he wore the number 7 because CR28 just doesn't quite roll off the tongue the same way. And for those worrying that we would see CR28 at United this time around, Edinson Cavani has officially given his number 7 shirt back to Cristiano. So we will finally see CR7 back at the Theater of Dreams. Alrighty then, oh my goalers, those were some of the craziest anecdotes from Cristiano Ronaldo's first stint at Manchester United. How many goals and assists do you think he'll have this season? And what other crazy anecdotes do you love about Cristiano? Let us know which one was your favorite.